So when someone passes on, the last breath is an exhale. It's not an inhale, it's an exhale. The last breath is like, and the person is gone. The person has departed from his or her body. Okay, so let me break this down to the layman. Yeah, there's a code right there in the scriptures, but let me break it down. Let me break the code down to the layman and to the masses. See, it says, be still and know that I am God. Okay, let me tell you something here. Advanced meditation can never be practiced. It can only be realized. The verse here is speaking about meditation, but in a more coded form. So you have to decode it. Yes. So advanced meditation on a higher level can never be practiced. The moment you begin to practice meditation, it ceases to be meditation, but rather a thinking process. It becomes a thinking process. You begin to sit down and then you close your eyes and then you begin to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Those are breathing exercises. That is not meditation. That is just breathing exercise. And then when you tune in your mind and then you begin to like think about something, forget about this and that, that is also thinking process. It has nothing to do with meditation. Advanced meditation, you can call those techniques and those breathing exercises thinking processes, like beginning stage in meditation, but that's not the advanced. Advanced meditation can never be practiced. You only realize it. So let me give you an example of this meditation. Yeah, you have been doing this unaware, but today I'm going to tell you how it's done. Okay, so you see, when someone passes on, when someone departs from his or her body, the last breath is an exhale. It's not an inhale, it's an exhale. The last breath is like, and the person is gone. The person has departed from his or her body. Yes. And then when you are sleeping, the last moment or the last second or the nanosecond for you to sleep or to depart, for you to enter into this sleep, is when the breath goes in, like you inhale the breath when you are sleeping. Remember when you are sleeping, that's not full death, or that's not full like total disconnection from the body, because the umbilical cord is still connected, so it's not full departure because they're still connected. Yes. So this moment, the breath is inhale. You inhale the breath. You do this whilst you are sleeping. You are not aware. You do this unaware. But I'm telling you now, so that you begin to become aware. And then sometimes you realize when that thing happens, you realize you go like this. You go like this. You have been doing this. Yes. Science have so many names for this, but this is when the very first one you do is when you've departed. You've departed, like you are gone, but you are still connected to the body because the umbilical cord is still there. You still have the connection there, but on the more subtle realm. Yes. So this is the this is the sleeping method. And then also in real life, sometimes you might be there and then someone might be having conversation with you. I've made this statement before. Someone might be having conversation with you, like right in front of you. You might be staring at the person, but your mind isn't there at that very moment. Your mind will be somewhere else, like thinking about something else far away. That very moment, when you come back to your senses, and then realize that, wow, you weren't paying attention to whatever the guy was telling you or whatever like the person was telling you. The moment you come back to your senses, that very moment, the portal to meditation opened. Yes, the portal to meditation opened that very moment. I didn't say after that moment or before that moment. That very moment that you came back to your senses, and then you realized it. That moment, meditation took place. Like the portal to meditation took place, because there are a lot of techniques and then there are a lot of stuff that you can do to manifest a lot of things, but I won't teach them over here for now. I just want you to understand the verse in the scriptures, what it means. But it has been coded, and it's meant for only a few people to decode it. So if you're able to decode it, then fine, you're good to go. But mostly visual artists are able to decode such things in the scriptures. Visual artists. Because visual artists, we normally download information from the universe direct. We don't need any spiritual teacher. We download them direct from the universe. We receive it whilst we are creating. Yeah. So you should know that there are different types of spiritual masters, gurus, quote unquote, like gurus. There are different types. There's one that is physical, but that physical spiritual master is separate from the one in the heart. There's another spiritual master in your heart, seated in your heart. The one outside, the physical spiritual master, you have to meet that physical spiritual master to help you connect to the one in your heart. So the physical one helps you connect to the spiritual master in your heart. Listen to it very carefully. When you meet the spiritual master, the physical one, that is not the end. He has to help you connect to the one in your heart. The one in your heart is somehow one with the one outside, the physical one somehow, but when the one outside passes on, he goes to merge with the one in your heart. And the one in your heart is also different from the one outside the universe. That is why we have this Achintya Beda Beda. We have Achintya Rupa and we have Achintya Beda Beda. So you see? So it's very deep. And very few people will get this understanding. It's not an easy thing. It's very confusing as well. So, Achintia Beda Beda, inconceivable, separate oneness. How can you tell me the story? But it's there. And Achintia Rupa too is also there. Yeah. But Achintia Rupa we have the explanation. It's so easy to understand. You should know that it's never a coincidence for a newborn baby, like when they are growing up, they begin to draw. Whenever they see anything, they begin to draw it. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. That is how it's supposed to be. They are connected. They were even connected before coming out from the womb. Everybody was born a visual artist. Circumstances made them divert to several areas, like to do different kind of works altogether. It's circumstances and time. But the original thing they are supposed to do is to be doing paintings, to be doing artworks. If you don't believe it, just look around. Just look around. Like in your own house, like just look around. You realize your newborn baby, or your newborn baby, when he or she is growing up, she begins to draw. Anything that she sees or he sees, he begins to draw it. I'm not saying to just observe it. And you realize it's there. Yeah. So I'll come back with more teachings. Just stay tuned.